And good afternoon. Welcome to East Midlands Airport on the 18th, Sunday the 18th of May. There is a flight that's pushed back and the taxiing towards us. He's down in departures. He's on his way up. It's the Jet2 Holidays livery. And there's also a TUI flight is about to be pushed as he's about to depart from East Midlands. The flight number is BY7784 and that's going to Paphos. It's 13 years of age. It's a Boeing 737-8K5. Registration number is GTAWG. Serial number is 37266. And that should be coming up from arrivals shortly. It was scheduled for 3:20. There is a little delay on that flight from departures. There is an Atlas there down the far bottom. He's due out later this evening. I apologise, that Atlas there is due out in the morning at 20 to 7 to Hangzhou. And that flight number for that Atlas there at 20 to 7 in the morning is 5Y8505. And he's scheduled to depart from East Midlands at 6:40. There's an arrival from Tenerife. He's due in at 15:34 and that flight number is LS 676. It's a Boeing 737-8Q8. His estimated arrival is 15:34. That that TUI to Paphos is now making his way up from departures. We have got another departure. There's a TUI flight, there's a Boeing 787 MAX 8. That's a 3-year-old aircraft. That's registration is GTUMN. He's scheduled to take off at 15:35. That TUI is now making his way to the runway to where this TUI has just come up to the runway. He's going to Paphos. The next TUI to arrive up from departures, as I can see, he's now just been pushed back. He's off to Reckon, down in the Greek islands, and this one's off to Paphos. We have got the Jet2 holiday livery from Tenerife. He's now on his arrival. That's why the TUI is now on the edge of the runway. I've been waiting for this arrival. I'm too red for this arrival now. This is Jet2 holidays livery from Tenerife. And shortly after this Jet2 from Tenerife lands, the TUI behind me will take off to Paphos. There goes that Jet2. Now I'm going to turn back for this TUI. It's going down to Paphos. I wish this flight and the safe journey as it goes down to Paphos. And I wish them people on board this aircraft a nice holiday. There goes Tui now off down to Paphos in the Greek islands. Just as it goes up behind the trees. The Tui it's going down to I reckon is now making his way up towards the runway, and that's off down to Crete. Put you onto this on a reckon flight that's going down to Crete. He's now making his way up on the taxiway. We have got an arrival, so I'm going to take you off this Tui for this arrival. This arrival is a Tui. It came up from Lanzarote. It's now just coming into land, as this Tui will give way to the next Tui that goes down to Arnarekin in Crete. That Tui is now on the runway ready to go. I'm going to turn for this Tui Max 8. And this Max 8 is going down to Crete in the Greek islands. So just waiting for that Tui from Lanzarote to vacate the runway at the bottom to come to arrivals. And then we have got a little plane that's just come up behind him. That's a Bombardier Challenger 605, and that's going down to Stuttgart. Our registration number is TCRSA. That's Red Star Aviation. And he's going before the Tui, as he's making his way onto the runway. After this Bombardier Challenger 605 goes, the two follow behind. The TUI is now pulling onto the runway as this Bombardier Challenger's now just gone up. I'm going to turn back to the TUI in a second. We have got another Jet2 livery coming up, and then we've got a Jet2.com livery on his way, so I'm going to go on to this TUI. The Jet2.com livery, the Jet2 Holidays is going down to Scaphos in the Greek islands. The Jet2.com livery as Jet2 is going to Antalya. So we'll have the TUI first, then the Jet2 Holidays livery, and then the Jet2.com. And then shortly after this TUI, we have got the police plane coming in right behind this TUI. It's coming onto the runway now. I will turn on to this police plane now as he's making his way in. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. There's the police plane's just landing. That's the National Air coming in. The next plane to take off behind this aircraft once it lands will be the Jet2 Holidays to Scaphos. And then the Jet2.com plane that's behind it will be going to Antalya in Turkey. And there's the Jet2.com plane that's now just come into picture. As I focus now on the Jet2 Holidays, Jet2.com livery is now pulling onto 09 right behind this Jet2 Holidays aircraft. It's now just taken off to Scaffos. I'll just get a bit more footage of this Jet2 Holidays as he's making his way up, and then I'll come back for this Jet2.com livery aircraft. It's going to Antalya. Now I'm going on to the Jet2.com livery aircraft. It's going to Antalya. As he waits now for the Scaffos to make his way out to go down south, he will make his way up before he goes down south behind the Scaffos aircraft. He's just going up behind the trees. There is a little Cessna making its way towards 09. He's doing a short takeoff because how light he is, because it's a light aircraft. It's the East Midlands Flying School aircraft. But as I'm keeping on this Jet2.com livery as he's making his turn south, as he's making his climb out of East Midlands. I'm going to put you back onto the apron down there to see what time the next flight is. I will let you know. Our next arrival will be is the Jet2 Holidays from Lanzarote. Flight number is LS630. That's a Boeing 737-86N. Estimated arrival is 16:14. Then there's a departure estimated as 16:01. That is a Ryanair going down to Tenerife in the Canaries. That's its FR3152. That's a Boeing 737 MAX 8-200. Its registration is EIJO. That Ryanair is now pushed back from the gate, as I can see down in departures. That Ryanair that we're looking at with the stairs still attached to the back of the aircraft, it's the one that's going to Tenerife. At the moment he's still loading. He's got 6 minutes before its departure. Hopefully that aircraft will shut its back doors to the aircraft and remove them back stairs, and then depart down to Tenerife. That aircraft will be travelling 1,634 nautical miles from East Midlands down to Tenerife. I hope this aircraft will have a safe journey down, and I hope them passengers that's on that aircraft will enjoy a nice holiday down in Tenerife. I looked at... Oh, that Ryanair has pushed back. I can see him now. He's got his... He's there waiting for the tower to say he's ready to depart. He's pushed back from departures. I think they're pushing back the aircraft again. as the aircraft is just going behind the hangar at the moment. There's a DHL on tow. He's on his way round from the hangar. It looks like a 767. And just after this DHL has been towed, it should be the Ryanair that will come right behind him. This DHL is now being towed up towards the DHL area. Now that Ryanair is now just coming out from behind the sheds, and this DHL's just been under tow. I'm going to turn down to this Ryanair. It's now off to Tenerife. He's making his way down to 09. I will come back to that DHL in a second after this Ryanair's made his departure. He is running roughly about 8 minutes late from his departure. He's now just turning onto 09, and as you can see in the picture as well, they're turning at 7.5 round and pushing it back down into DHL. I will come back to that shortly as they're doing that, but this Ryanair down to Tenerife is just about to take off from 09. He's turning and burning as he makes his way out. Now he's just turning down south. He'll do another turn again, but I might not be able to see that turn because he lit the cloud base before he makes his next turn. Now I'm back looking over at DHL as they got the front forward cargo door open on that A06 aircraft. As you can see, they're loading up the front door of it, the front cargo. They also got the front there is a fueling truck fueling up the aircraft. leave you with that DHL as they load it up, as we wait for this arrival. I can see. This arrival is the Jet 2 holiday livery from Lanzarote. Its flight number is Alice 630. I'm going to take you off this DHL AO6 and I'm going to take you round for the Tenerife flight. He's now on his way in. We have got the prop making his way to 09, but this is the Jet 2 holiday livery from Tenerife. This is Alex 630. I'm going to turn to that Beechcraft just now, just made his way to the runway. That is a Beach King Air B200. He's on his way from East Midlands down to Exeter. And that's RVL Aviation. Goes this Beechcraft off down to Exeter in the West Country. It's now turning to go south. She went up like a rocket. She might hit the cloud base before turning down south towards Exeter. Turning now back over to that DHL. They now shut the door on the A06 DHL. It's the one that's now being refueled still. As that tanker, you can see the pipes from the tanker up to the wing where they're refueling the tanks on the aircraft. That A06 that you're looking at the moment is due to go to Leipzig at about 10 to 5. And then we've got 2 flights that's going out, and that'll be my last 2 of the day. After the DHL is the Larnaca flight, that's the TUI BY7704, and the Gran Canaria flight LS681 in the Jet2 holiday livery. The Larnaca flight with the TUI is estimated at 16:45 departure. And the Gran Canaria Jet2 holidays livery departure is at 16:50. And then the 2 arrivals I would do is the Corfu at 16:57. That's with Ryanair FR3853. And then the Rias is 16:51, Ryanair FR1074. And as I keep you on this Airbus A306, it's still being refueled as he's getting ready for departure down to Leipzig. As you can see, that refueler is now up, disconnecting the refueling pipes from the aircraft. We have got an DHL from Leipzig, QY2219. That's an A306. He's due to land. That's the estimated departure of that A06. Then it's the Larnaca departure at 16:45, and then the last one of the departures of today's show is the Gran Canary. The Corfu flight is making up some time. It was due in at 17:01, it's now due in at 5 o'clock. That'll be my last arrival of the day. And that's due in behind the Rias. It's due in at 16:51. And I hope you enjoyed this show. There is a arrival coming in. It's a Jet2 holidays from Rhodes in the Greek islands. Its flight number is LS636 from Rhodes. I'm going to turn you around for him to come in. That aircraft you just seen land, that's LS639 from Rhodes. Here comes the Ryanair on his way up. This Ryanair is off to Alicante. It's the 1635. It's a Boeing 737. It's a year old. It's EI. Registration is EIJS. He's off to Alicante. The A306 is now pushed back. We also got the Malaga flight. It's been delayed for a while. It's now pushed back. And this Alicante plate is now turning and burning as he makes his way out of East Midlands. And here comes Ops 1 as they do their perimeter check. That AO6 has now just started his engines up over by DHL. He's now just getting ready for departure down to Leipzig. And this Ryanair is now making his way out, turning down south to go over Loughborough before we make another turn again. But he'll be up in the cloud base before he makes his next turn to go south towards Alicante. That's the closest airport to Benidorm. It's about an half hour's bus ride from Alicante into Benidorm. And there she goes. And I'm going to turn around for this AO6. It's now making its way for departure. Just as she's making her way out of DHL's area, she's coming now round towards runway 9. She's off down to Leipzig she will be back later on this evening, or possibly the early hours of the morning with this aircraft. This aircraft is a nice old aircraft. It's an Airbus A306. She is 33 years old and she's registered in Germany. The serial number is 641. Registration is Delta Alpha Echo Alpha Juliet. She looks good for her age. As she's now making her way onto the runway. She's turning and burning as she's making her way out down to Leipzig in Germany. And she's up already. Gone up like a rocket. So she might not be full, this aircraft, because she's went up quite quick from East Midlands. So she might be half empty or either empty as she's making her way down to Leipzig. She's now turning to go south. And she's gone in the cloud cover. Here's the Ryanair to Malaga. Our flight number is F4458 to Malaga. Malaga flight's now making its way onto runway 9. As you can hear in the background, Donington Park is on today. Here goes that flight down to Malaga. The Jet 2 to Gran Canaria's been pushed back. Then it just leave me down. The 2 arrivals. That Jet 2 holiday delivery aircraft is now making his way from departures up to runway 9. He's making his way towards the taxiway. And this Ryanair we're watching as he's climbing, he's going to hit the cloud base very shortly. Just as she's making a turn now to go south, and then she almost gone into the cloud, so I could just about still see her going in and then gone. I'm going down for that Jet 2 is now making his way up from departures on the taxiway. The Dallyman flight is now pinged. He's now being pushed back from departures. But the flight that you can now see in the camera, it is the Gran Canaria flight. She's 18 years old. The serial number is 30722. She's a Boeing 737-8Q8. And she's making her way up to 09. As she's coming towards DHL's buildings. And then the dally man is pushed back. He should be coming up shortly. And then now in the arrival is the Ryanair from Rias. He's just going out to the IRS for the airport for him to turn onto finals. I think Gran Canaria might go out first, then we'll have Rias, and then the Dally Man flight will go out shortly afterwards as he's just being pushed. I can see him being pushed, but it looks like Gran Canaria is now stopped by runway 9. Rias hasn't turned on to finals yet, but I think this Gran Canaria is going first, and then we'll have Rias, then the Dally Man. And then the Corfu flight. The Corfu flight is now a minute late. His estimated arrival is at 17:01. And that'll be my last arrival of the day. And the last departure will be this Dally Man flight after this Gran Canaria. The aircraft from Rias is now turned on finals. He's now coming in behind me. I will turn on to that aircraft in a second. As this Gran Canaria flight is now just turning out to go north out over Derby. At must be his flight plan for today to go to Gran Canaria. He will go out up towards Derby, out towards Stoke-on-Trent, out towards the North Sea, and then head south from there down to Gran Canaria. And here comes that Ryanair now. This is Ryanair from Rias. He's now coming into land. And the next plane to follow this one in is the Corfu. And that'll be the conclusion of this show for today. I will turn over to departures because we've got a TUI. That TUI aircraft is going to Larnaca. We've got a Larnaca and then the Dallyman. The Dallyman is still down in departures. This aircraft is off to Larnaca. It's a 16-year-old aircraft. It was first registered in February 2009. Registration is GTUKV. Registration number, serial number, was 35149. And it's off to Larnaca in Cyprus. As I can just see now, there is the Corfu flight coming in behind. I will turn, as this tour is now turning to off the taxiway, I'll turn for this Corfu flight.